Welcome to the End Zone. We've got some behind the scenes XFL news that really tells a lot about the direction and kind of what the XFL is doing. So, a recent article in the Sports Business Journal by Ben Fisher releases huge XFL news, and the XFL is currently undergoing a search for a chief football officer. So, in the article, he describes this as kind of like a commissioner role, like Oliver Luck had, but with less power. And they're going to spread out the power here, which I think is good. And the search is headed by CAA Sports. That's a very, very big sports agency by Joe Becker and Jerry Cardinale. Additionally, former Browns president Alex Shiner and former Bills and Sabres president Russ Branded is working with Redbird Capital Partners on steering the XFL in the right direction. Now, why I like this and why it makes so much sense. So, I recently did the video on Redbird Capital Partners started by Jerry Cardinale. I love that Jerry Cardinale, a businessman, a guy who knows how to get things done, a guy who knows how to make money, is really going to be involved with the XFL. You don't always know with these companies if they're going to invest and be involved or they're just going to say, here, take my money, y'all do whatever y'all want with it. It looks like Cardinale is kind of like going to have his hands in this and try to steer it in the right direction. So I think that's really good. Also, when you get former sports guys like a Browns president, like a Bills and Sabres president, both who've worked with organizations, they know how sports organizations work, they know how they should be run, and they know how to make them successful. Both have worked in leagues that are currently successful. Maybe their franchises haven't been all that successful all this time, like the Browns, but, it's still great to have guys who have that success in the industry and were put in a position prior to coming into the XFL to be successful. So I really like that they're bringing guys who know football in and getting people who understand the sport and how to make money to help the league out. Now, the search has been going on for 2 months now, still ongoing. Also, according to the offer, the chief marketing and commercial officer, Jordan Schlater, I think that's how you pronounce his name, is coming back. That is great because the XFL marketed so well on social media. It won awards on TV. It was very fun to watch. They had great commercials. Really, really great job. So when you have people that did the right job, bring them back. It just makes sense. There's a quote from Dany Garcia saying how important additional revenue streams will be to the XFL. And that for me screams reality TV show because, this is people like Dany Garcia, like The Rock. They do a lot of TV. They do a lot of media. So I guarantee they're going to do something with media, fantasy football. Hopefully we get that. Maybe a 2K video game. That would be awesome. And my final impressions from this article from the XFL so far is that they're bringing in people who were successful already in the XFL, who did it right. And I think that's really good because the XFL knows what they're doing, and the people who were doing it well in the first place, who had to get let go because of COVID, should be brought back for that same opportunity. I hope that they do that with players as well, and they're bringing in people who know the sport and know business to make it successful. So I'd love to know your opinions down below. How do you feel about the XFL and the direction it's taking? Thanks for watching the End Zone. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment so we can move the chains.